Hello, this is Ian with DC Digital, and today we are going to be showcasing our DC-25T-UP-TERM-BAY double-sided count-up timer display. So what the customer aims to accomplish by utilizing this product is to regulate the time it takes for oil changes to occur, as well as a method of logging the allotted time into a web page. And how it will work is the client will set up our DC-25T polycarbonate sensor, and it will cause the timer to count upward up to a total of 99 minutes and 59 seconds. And meanwhile, after a minute has gone by, the web page will keep a log of that time up to a total of 10 times. So I'm going to showcase the functions of this unit and how it is all meant to work, and then afterwards I will talk about the hardware aspect of this model very briefly. So as you can see on the left side, we have our DC Sonic Sensor 15 polycarbonate proximity sensor that has brackets in between the two screws right here. So as you can see, this is what allows the user to detect the car, and that will cause the up timer to count. So if I place an object in front of it, it'll cause the up timer to count upward, and once it no longer detects an object, it resets the count back to 0. Now, one of the main features of this unit is that it is connected to the network via an Ethernet cable on the right hand side, and that allows it to communicate to our SBL2E web vehicle server log. And this is how the client is able to keep track of the number of vehicles that they have serviced, and it only logs after the allotted time has been a minute. So I'm going to place an object in front of the sensor, and we're going to have it go upward for about a minute. So as you can see, after a minute has gone by, it then keeps a log on the web page of exactly 1 minute and 8 seconds. And if I place an object in front of the sensor again, it'll reset back to 0, and it'll start the count all over again. So briefly going over the web page, as you can see right here is the current time of day, which is currently set to Eastern Standard Time, along with the elapsed time that has gone by. Also here you can see we have our recorded time of 1 minute and 8 seconds, and it can keep a total log of 10 different times that have been accumulated past 1 minute, and whichever new 11th one shows up and beyond that, it'll reset the bottom count in order to accommodate the list. So, and we also have the total average that has been accumulated for today that allows the user to basically keep track of how long as a whole it took for their workers to make an oil change. So going into the device status, as you can see, this displays all our information from the NTP server information, the network, and even the time information. If we go into the clock settings, which you would need to type in your username and password, but for this demonstration we have both of them set to username for the username and password for password. Anyway, for here, this is where the user can input their own username and password, as well as set the desired time source in order to acquire the time of day, as well as also switch from 12-hour format to 24-hour format. If we go into the Networks tab, they can name the device whatever they want, as well as switch the addressing mode from DHCP to static, which allows them to manually input the IP address, the subnet mask, the gateway, and the DNS server. So quickly going over the hardware aspect of this model, as you can see, the enclosure is an aluminum black powder coated enclosure, which is an IP60. Its display size is 2.3 inches that is viewable up to a total of 120 feet. The number of digits is 4 digits that counts up to a total of 99 minutes and 59 seconds. Its power type is a 120 to 240 VAC wall adapter. For mounting, we have our eye bolts that are located at the top of the enclosure on both sides. And lastly, for accessories, we have our DC Sonic Sensor 15 polycarbonate proximity sensor, and we also have our RJ45 connection or Ethernet connector that is located at the top of the power adapter at the bottom on the right side, and that allows the user to access the DC SBL2E web vehicle service log that tracks the number of cars that have been recorded after a minute has gone by. So again, this is Ian with DC Digital, demonstrating our DC-25T-UP-TERM-BAY-TIMER, which is a double-sided count-up vehicle service oil changing counter with a sonic proximity sensor. Thanks for watching.